Published, 11:10 Eastern Standard Time, 5 March 2018. Updated, 13:47 Eastern Standard Time, 5 March 2018. Ledley King has given Tottenham fans a sneak peek at the concourse areas of the club's new North London home, showing them inside the stadium, which has used pieces from their old White Hart Lane ground. The Spurs legend, who came through their youth ranks and spent 13 years in the first team before injury forced him to retire in 2012, took fans around the venue, which is still being built. More than 1,600 people are working on the site of the old White Hart Lane ground in order to finish the new £850 million stadium before next season. Ledley King has given Tottenham fans a sneak peek at the club's new North London home. The Spurs legend took fans around the inside of the venue, which is still being built. The club ambassador donned a Tottenham hard hat and high-vis jacket during the guided tour. It was an exciting day all round for Tottenham, with Haringey Council approving their application to increase the capacity of the new home from 61,559 to 62,062, and with the new home edging ever closer to completion. Not only did the former defender give fans a glimpse inside, but he also showed how the legacy of White Hart Lane will live on at their brand new home. Spurs have used crushed aggregate, a grained material which is mixed with the concrete from the old stadium, and used it as part of the new grounds floor, King explained. When we first mixed the concrete, it came out quite dull and great, not the look that we were going for. The team came up with the idea of mixing crushed aggregate into the new concrete, creating this beautiful bronze look. But what makes this floor so special is that the crushed aggregate has been taken from our former home, White Hart Lane. Spurs have used crushed aggregate from the old stadium and used it as part of the new floor. The ex-defender explained the process, with a club keen on using materials from our old home. Crushed aggregate is a grained material which is mixed with the concrete to create the floor. This means that the lane is embedded in the very fabric of our new stadium. What's actually amazing is that we're actually walking on memories. It's actually making me feel emotional. The club were sure to keep their fans up to date with a Twitter video, while later on Monday they also showed the West Stand entrance taking shape, and former England centre-back King, who is now a club ambassador, is in no doubt that their new home will be one of the greatest stadiums in the world. He added, "We're entering into a brand new era for the club and the area, but the past will always be with us and the legacy of the lane lives on. There is no doubt that it's going to be one of the greatest stadiums in the world, but it's touches like this, that understanding of what matters to Spurs fans, which will take this great stadium and turn it into our home." Fans were given a first look inside, and will no doubt be excited with how it is taking shape. Former England defender King walks up the stairs, heading towards one of the new stands. King is in no doubt that their new home will be one of the greatest stadiums in the world. Meanwhile, Mauricio Pochettino has no concerns about Tottenham potentially playing their opening games away from home next season. Tottenham are likely to ask to play their first few matches on the road next term as a contingency plan in case the new stadium is not ready in time. Spurs chairman Daniel Levy last month told the Tottenham Hotspur supporters trust that the club are set to make the request, although he said he remained confident the 62,000-seat stadium construction would be completed on schedule. Boss Pochettino is also optimistic Spurs will be in their new home for the start of the season, but he is unfazed by any potential fixture switches. "It's true that we need to wait, because still there is nothing confirmed," said Pochettino. More than 1,600 people are working on the site of the old White Hart Lane ground. The club also showed the West Stand entrance taking shape, posting these snaps on Twitter. "But if we need to play maybe away from home for the first few games, that won't worry me. I still believe we can arrive in time at the stadium from the beginning. But if it's not possible, then of course we are going to decide if we can play away from home. But it is so early to say anything because we need to see what is happening with our new stadium. The most important thing is for our fans, the team and everyone to be in a safe stadium. For me that is the most important thing, because then it is a stadium that will be there forever." Spurs are hoping to have their new stadium fully operational in time for the start of next season. Tottenham's stadium has suffered minor delays as weather conditions halted the roof lift.